Welcome to our headquarters, office and showroom and joinery factory. We're just going to show you our powder room this morning and different details on that ensuite. So this is our main showroom area. We've got sort of a portfolio of work on the wall here, mirrored glass. We've got lots of sort of integrated and hidden aspects to this space. But today we're going to sort of focus on the hidden bathroom. So we've got a whole wall here of old levels that I've collected over the years, and mixed up on a timber, a spotted gum facing. So the door's on a pivot, it's integrated, you don't know it's there, but you push on the left side and in we go. It's a very tight space bathroom, and just wanted to run through some of the design elements and how we've sort of made that space, a small space, work. So come on through. And as you come in, we've got a gravel moat that runs from outside in the garden all the way through the showroom and into this area, and forms a main flooring around the pedestal basin. These are our timber pedestal basins that we make in house. This one's got some metal wrapped rings in a blackened ash. Our signature pendant light, bocce lights, with the water in the comes out of the main line, and we've got a full mirror ceiling. So a lot of effort taken to align tile lines. So a lot of all the set outs here have been worked to a level mirror, and then getting that really working on that repetitive view, so you can't pick the mirror line. So quite effective. If you're looking for tile lines, it's a space or a place that you'd normally pick that division, but it's it's been quite nicely integrated here. A light format cut through the mirror when it was produced, and they're painted black and so shadow lined for the light drops. A mixer, wall mixer, centric wall mixer, so it's goes to hot to cold in one action. We have a little integrated sensor down here, so that's been it's been tile. We've cut a hole through the tile, and that sets behind you. There's another one of these bocce lights as you come in the main entry that hangs over the main gravel bed, and we can shoot back to a photo there. But that comes on, so if someone enters the bathroom, the sensor picks you up, and the light out there, which is a engage signal, just lets people know the bathroom's been used. It stays on for 5 minutes after movement has ceased. So that's your signal that the bathroom's occupied. As you come through, we've also got a shower in here. So again, same, nice designer piece mixer. Again, tile lines working to the shower screen, integrated into the wall, integrated to the floor, and to the ceiling. So again, hard to pick. It makes it a little bit more seamless. The nib wall here, we have a niche cut in, and all mited tiles. So exterior sections of walls are all cut, polished, and then mited tiles. So you've got factory edges that that you produce and then are mited. So you've got that beautiful wraparound look rather than having an aluminium section capping it. So you get that seamless look. A lot of work, but nice detailing. Same with the little niche there for the soap dispenser. Again, mited and wrapped in. So nice way to create those sort of apertures. And then the main shower here, we've got another one on this side, and it's a bit tight to probably have a look, but it's got an area for soap, shampoo and conditioner. So it's again tucked away. It's out of your main view line as you come in. So I think that's always important, trying to hide those areas, but give it the amenity for use. The mirror here runs through to a top section. We've got we've got a rear vent, linear slot vent. So that's nicely integrated and meets all those surfaces, so it's quite seamless. We have an integrated rain shower above, so that's flush in with the mirror, so you don't see anything on the wall. And then the lighting is also cut through the main mirror ceiling. And then you've got fall here in the shower, and then we've got an integrated shower slot drain. So we custom make these. We actually make up our own stainless trays, and then they're integrated, and wall surfaces run over them, and the floor screed comes in level with it, and then everything's waterproof down into it. So it's fully encapsulated and part of the waterproof membrane of the bathroom. And then with our tiling, we're paying special attention to getting a parallel line between the rear wall and the first tile, which overlap slightly. And then we measure up and custom make the slot drain at the end of the project once all the tiling's done. So they're very customised and nice sort of integration. Shower screens, we've got always liked the no handle and just the cutout hole. So that's what we've done here. We've got a 100mm drop on the top, so you've got ventilation in the space to enable air replacement, so that you get good removal of air with the exhaust fan. And then over here we have an integrated toilet, so a hidden cistern in the wall. That's set up with typically with a panel that can be removed to access the main components of the cistern. Toilet brush hidden to the side out of main view. We've included here, and this is integrated, so it's the same tile line that runs across, but we've created like a little pull-out section here. So this is to house toilet paper, but not on show, and hidden away and ready for replenishing. And there's two little thermostats there. There's a floor heating coil under all the tiles, and that warms the space, and we typically do that in most of our bathrooms. There's another one under the main mirror above, so there's the full ceiling. With the heater on, you don't get that condensation forming. If you're having a shower and you've got that heat coming off, typically you get a lot of condensation forming on the ceiling and then drying, and you've got a constant issue of trying to keep that mirror clean. Whereas with the heated mat underneath the mirror, you've got that heat coming through the mirror, and it doesn't form condensation and stays clean. So they're tucked away nicely out of the way, and again those tile lines, it's all been cut out of the single pieces of tile, so the grain runs through. Again, we've got a niche which is mitered around, wrapped around, sides, top and bottom, and in the back, and then we've got a heated towel rail here. So rather than heated towel rail typically sort of added to the wall and sits forward. Tight spaces especially, but just a nice detail where that's integrated into the wall line. Typically you've got a 90mm wall and plaster each side and tile line, so you've got sort of 90 to 100mm to pick up and create these recesses. And if you can pack out a wall as well and create an even deeper recess, but it's a nice detail. And then we've got again we've got a mitered return on here, so I think that nice integrated look. The main level door, the back, is painted out, and then we've got this antique boat building level from England with a level bubble on the side here. And my understanding of this level is it was used when you're trying to level up different aspects on a boat. You can use, if you're trying to get over the gunwale in different areas, you can, you've got some. You haven't just got a straight level, you've got areas that can sort of sit over and pick up different points on the build. We have talked about trying to look at getting lighting into the bubbles, and maybe on the other side too of the door with all the levels, trying to integrate some lighting into all the bubbles, which would be quite quite an amazing effect, especially at night with you know, the bubbles lighting up. So that's you know, obviously a handmade handle, and then we've got the tile line again. We've got a burnished stainless steel base here, which just gives you that division between the tile and the moat. And there's also an LED light that sits under here, so you can, with the upper lights off, you can actually flood light the gravel moat. So just little details that are often you know, probably experienced, but not often delved into. So that's our bathroom. You know, it's a special space, and it always adds some intrigue. You know, we have visitors and ask to use the bathroom, and they end up here, and it's often always a good surprise. So as we come out, that moat continues right through, and that's our main engagement light. So when that light's lit, and that's hooked back to that little sensor integrated into the tile, once that lights up, and obviously you know the bathroom's occupied, and that turns off after 5 minutes. So that's yeah, that's the wrap up on our showroom bathroom. We'll go into other areas of our showroom in other videos, but thanks for watching, and talk soon.